All right, time for CSS battle. Those of you who are used to the show will notice that I already have a score. I already did a speed run. For some reason, I missed the record button. So I did it, but didn't record it. So I'm going to do it again. It may or may not be the same because if you're a regular viewer, you know I can't remember what happened 300 milliseconds ago. So let's do this. Background, bluish. And then we're going to do, normally I just clear the body. And this one, I don't think it's that big of a deal. Last time I didn't just clear the body. I'm going to this time. Margin, 0. What else do I do? Position fixed. I'm going to have a paragraph. At least I say I am. The paragraph tag is going to be background red, height 200, width, I don't know what it is, 80. I would expect to be able to see it, H-E-I-G-H-T. There it is. Margin 110, 160. Border radius 9 inch, 00. Let's load our extension. All right. Too far down. Let's try 90. That looks right. There's that. We need another paragraph. Height 80, width 200. This needs to be a plus selector. Border radius 9 inch. Margin 110. 100 looks pretty good. 100, 110. That looks right. And this thing, background, radial gradient. It's going to go from, whoops, need to be inside the parentheses to, is that right? B? No, B's not right. It's going to go 2 first. 2, then to B, then to nothing. We are going to have 1 Q here. This is going to be 30 pixels, I think. Nope. 20. That looks right. And 0. Then let's make some, what is this going to be? 80 pixels. 60 pixels looks correct. And then an offset of 10 pixels. That looks right. So that's 315-ish to speed pass. I don't hate this that much. I don't hate it that much. I hate it some. We don't really use box shadow. Doesn't mean we can't. We also use a background here. Anytime I see multiple circles, I think radial gradient, force it to repeat. That could also be a border, though. I think, however, for a border, we're going to need another element. So let's play with that for a minute. Let's get rid of this background. Let's add a paragraph. Selector. Border. Dotted. Blue. 40 pixels. That looks like the right size. All right, let's say border top. And then we're going to say background. And we say transparent. And then height. Let's say margin 120, 100. 130. And then 90, 80, 70, 60. I expected it to get wider. 50. put an outline on it. Oh, it's not going to get wider because it has a width. 250, 250, 40, nope, 60. Getting, I think it's border radius coming into play. Yeah, 50, 40. Okay, there's another way to do it. That way is more characters, but it's only more characters. It's primarily more characters. I have a sticker, and not an owie sticker, a sticker from a 3-year-old playing stickers on my hand. You have to change the width. You have to do something with the background. Uh, do something with the background. You have to do something with the border. And border radius could be fudged. I think if we just made this something like 350, not 2350, but 350, and then play with this 30. Okay, needs to be more. 400 and 40. 390, 80, 370, 360, 350, 40, 30, 20, the 330, and then adjust this back. No, that doesn't look right either. 3, 20, 10. I don't remember what it was now. 250. Huh. I don't remember what it was. I don't know if I can go back that far. Oh, that's what I was playing with. Okay. I was playing with getting rid of that. So how did I have this working? 50, 40. No. 50. 60. I don't understand that. 60, 40, 30, 35. Nope. How did I have this working? Let's go to my solutions. Oh, oh, that was with the radial gradient. And then I got rid of that. Let's try this again. Maybe I never solved it. Uh, Background. Transparent. Outline. 1Q. Solid bed. I don't see anything yet because it's not there. There's the thing. Border top. 30 pixels solid. Nope, not solid, dotted. Blue. Must be more. 40. What has happened? Oh, okay, 40. Then margin 120, 130. Okay, and let's do 90. And now we need it to be wider. Width 250, 80, 70. And then we said border radius 0, 60, 50, 40. But did I never have a match? Maybe not. Because my spacing is not right. Both are too close to the outside. So the width goes down to 200. And then we make this 100. Okay, 110. And then width goes to 190, 180, 70. That's getting close. Not quite right yet. 160. And then 120. There we go. That's much more characters, is it? Yeah, 582. That's a lot more characters than the other way. It's a lot more characters. But border radius, maybe we can do something about. Border top, we can't do anything about. Width, we'll get from margins if we don't do position fixed. Yeah. Okay. We have 8 minutes left. We have to do something more eloquent than 385. But let's my solutions load, because I've been forgetting this a lot. Load, unit replace, minify, submit, pretify, just so we have something. 257. Okay. If we weren't going to do it this way, I wonder if instead of this, we already tried that with just a border. I wonder, another option would be just a ball and box shadows. Because we're not going to get this one down enough to use it as a box shadow. And if we're doing box shadows, well, let's try. Let's just do a quick box shadow solution. So we need one more selector here. We need a width of 80. Outline 1 cube, solid red. Width is 40. Height is 40. Margin 120. 30. 120. Background. Actually, doesn't. We'll do box shadow, inset, 2-inch, 0. That color. What's going on? That color. And then 100 pixel 0. That color. Then 150 pixels 0. That color. Okay. Now let's put these in the right place. What is this going to be? 70? Not 700, 70, 60. 60 looks right. And this one, 120. Get rid of our outline. That's more characters, but we have some games we can play. We can just say color. Is this without that? And then we can get rid of all these. to 87, still more. Yep. Okay. Less than 5 minutes left. We have to do something better. We're going to start with just the HTML having a red background. It's going to have a box shadow 0, 0, 0, 9-inch, this color. Margin 100, 160. Outline 1Q solid red. There it is. 10. We just want to select the HTML for now. 90. Not 190, just 90. Border. Radius 9-inch, 9-inch, 0, 0. Interesting idea. What if the dot was in that? The other thing's going to cover it up naturally. Okay. All right, now let's select star. And you can see it's over there. Let's put our outline just on that. Margin 0. Now it matches. Margin's going to be 20 minus 50, 100. And then border radius is going to be 9-inch, 9-inch minus 60. And what happened to my HTML? It's gone. It's matching my body now. Probably just matches the body. Yeah. No? It's just constrained to the body. No, it's not. Oh, you know what's happening? Box shadow is happening. Let's get rid of this box shadow. There we go. Now we have both those things. Now our options are either another element with a border or radial gradient. Background, radial gradient, this color to this color. 1Q, 30 pixels, too big again every time, 20 pixels. Then we'd say 0 and I don't remember 60 pixels. The repeat looks right. It needs to be offset a little bit to 10 pixels. It's 215, still pretty awful, but we have a game we can play. Margin, border radius. We have a game we can play with border radius. We could just say here, we can say var x is equal to 0, 0. And then down here, instead of saying border radius, we just say x is nothing. That saves us a little bit. Box shadow. I expected to use box shadow, which is the reason I used it up here. But one of the things that we could do is just have that in its own selector. And then we don't need background technically either, but I wonder if we can say something more clever for the background. I want to move background. I want to move this radial gradient all the way up to this. And then we see part of one of these, but if we say bar y, I don't know, because we used x last time, and then we say, oh, it has to be y0 here, and then we say y 20 pixels, although, was it, was still here. It's probably still working. We don't need pixels there, I don't think. 205 is a pretty terrible score. But we're over time. We're at 21 minutes. So, unit replaced, minify, submit, retify. That's what I got for today. That is over the time limit. So, that's where we are. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.